welcome back to Ghostwood, the Twin Peaks podcast. I'm one of your co-hosts, Charles Skaggs, back in the basement of solitude once again, ready to watch some Twin Peaks, The Return, with one of the best people I've ever had the pleasure to meet, ever, and enjoyed having movie discussions with Xan Sprouse. How you doing, Xan?
I'm doing great, Charles. You're one of the best people I've ever met, too. It's pretty.
Yeah, we had the
before we started recording.
Yes,
I was throwing some really obscure, like just throwing them in there references, and Charles was getting every single one of them. It was pretty great. So
some days I'm on it, some days I'm not. This is you caught me on a good day today.
It was a good day.
It was a good day. My medication had set in. No, I'm just kidding. But that was good. No, yeah, my levels were good. No, but we're gonna talk some Twin Peaks. Obviously, we're talking The Return Part 7 in our The Return commentary series once again, and which obviously aired way back on June 18th, 2 days after my birthday, y'all, 2017. Written, of course, by Mark Frost and David Lynch, directed by David Lynch, yada yada. Before we get into that, though, I think we should talk about something that
I don't want to talk about this, do I?
Probably not.
Yeah, I knew we were going to have to talk about this, and I'm not happy that we have to talk about it.
Yeah, I'm not happy about it. Obviously, if given the opportunity, I would prefer not to talk about it, but I think we should pay our respects.
We absolutely need to pay our respects.
So sometimes you have to make these hard decisions, people.
Well, you have to talk about the late great Robert Forster.
Exactly. So as many of you fellow Twin Peaks freaks know, we sadly lost Robert Forster shortly after our last episode.
It was a day or two after our last episode, and it was a sad moment.
Yeah, he passed away on October 11th, 2019 from brain cancer. Which is
F cancer. That's all I have to say.
F cancer at the age of 78.
Jeez.
And of course, he played Sheriff Frank Truman on Twin Peaks: The Return, and obviously filling in for Michael Onkeen, who was not able to return. Obviously, we thought he did a fantastic job as Frank Truman.
I thought he was fabulous. Yeah.
And in this episode that we're going to watch today, There's a Body All Right. Has some rather unfortunately poignant references.
I know. Yeah.
Given the fact that Robert Forster just passed, that it's probably going to be a little hard to get through. But so I want to kind of address this up front. For those who don't know, in addition to playing Frank Truman, of course, Robert Forster played Detective Harry McKnight in Mulholland Drive.
Did.
Yep. So, which Xan and I had the opportunity to see not too long ago.
We sure did.
He played the character Max Cherry in Jackie Brown, Quentin Tarantino movie.
So good.
He actually got a Best Supporting Oscar nom.
Yeah, he sure did.
Nomination for that.
Yep.
A lot of people like me probably saw him in his final role in the Netflix movie El Camino, a Breaking Bad movie.
He was in that. I have not watched that yet.
Yeah. He reprised his character from Breaking Bad, El Galbraith.
Okay.
The vacuum cleaner owner.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, who hooks people up with different identities.
See, I had a really hard time with Breaking Bad. It was way too tense for me.
Right. It is very intense series. I'll give you that.
Not just intense, just tense. I had a similar reaction, and it's completely has to do with tension, not necessarily the subject matter. To Mike Judge's Silicon Valley.
Right.
I couldn't stand watching bad things happen to people I liked week after week after week. It just got really difficult.
Yeah, it is.
And that was Breaking Bad for me. It was just like, this is just really, really difficult to watch this guy do these things that I know, and we did eventually find out, that are going to make his family hate him, and all these problems he's going to have. It was just really hard to watch.
Right.
So I've forgotten he was in that. So that's
But Ed, at least the character he played, seemed like a decent guy for the most
Yeah,
part.
that was the thing. It was like there were a lot of people that seemed like decent guys in Breaking Bad.
For a criminal, you're actually a decent fellow.
Yeah, that's the thing. That was the interesting thing about it, where you have these antagonist protagonists. But
yeah,
so I completely forgot he was there.
Yep. Some other roles. He played Captain Dan Holland in one of my favorite sci-fi movies as a kid growing up, The Black Hole. If you've ever seen that movie.
Right.
Yep.
Oh man, Maximilian Schell.
Yep.
He's one of my all-time favorites, Maximilian Schell.
Yep. He was he's Captain Dan Holland in that movie, which a lot of people like. You kind of look back and go like, oh my God, he was that guy.
Yeah, there's so many people there.
He played Dr. Fred Simon in the Psycho remake from 1998, the Gus Van Sant one.
Never saw that.
Yeah, I never have either. But for those who have, he's in
that. Was a Gus Van Sant? I
believe so.
I don't know why I had it in my head that was a Brian De Palma. Probably because Brian De Palma wishes he had.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. That's kind of more in Brian De Palma's wheelhouse. I would have liked to have seen a Brian De Palma version of that.
I would not have.
You would not have?
No.
Why?
Leave the Hitchcock to Hitchcock. Do your own thing.
That's true. Good point.
That was my thing. That was my whole
just because it was a remake of something that should have been remade.
Well, I'm having a hard time in the land of remakes right now. Yeah. As much as I adore Brett McKenzie, I think he needs to stay the hell away from Paul Williams and the River Bottom Band.
Yeah.
And just do his own Muppet thing and leave Emmett Otter the hell alone. Like, don't mess. Just because you didn't make it doesn't mean you get to.
Right.
That's how I feel about a lot of remakes.
Yeah.
So I'm having a little bit of a remake existential crisis right now.
I get that. It's a very risky proposition. Sometimes, every so often, it works. So
every so often it works, but I
think it doesn't work more often than it works.
I would agree with you, and I think making a shot-for-shot remake of Psycho, is why did I bother? I mean, there is such a thing as home video these days. It's not like we had not been able to see Psycho, and this was the only way to do it. It's not like we're remaking the pie throwing scene from Dr. Strangelove that was destroyed by Stanley Kubrick, and we'll never see it again. We're not doing anything like that. It's like we're making something that we have relatively simple access to.
Yeah, congratulations! You made Psycho in color. Good job.
Yeah, and it was a shot for shot remake, and I'm like, this is unnecessary.
Yeah.
So I mean, nothing against Robert Forster. I mean, he needs to get paid. I mean, I understand that, but
a job's a job.
Yeah, exactly.
So getting back to Robert Forster, he played the character Scott Thorson in The Descendants, the George Clooney movie, if you saw that. He was General Edward Clegg in Olympus Has Fallen and London Has Fallen.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's one of those, who's the actor? Gerard Butler. That's who I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
Is in those.
Yeah.
Xan, obviously being a Simpsons fan, probably knows that he was in The Simpsons.
Heck yeah, he was.
He played Lucky Jim in the episode Sex Pies and Idiot Scrapes. So I had to mention that. And and if you were a Heroes fan like yours truly, you probably remember him as Arthur Petrelli, the father of Peter Petrelli and Frank Petrelli. So,
yep,
in Heroes. So
they're no relation to the Fonzarellis, by the way.
No,
just
no.
Yeah.
Peterelli. Yeah, it's Petrelli. Yeah. But yeah, he was really good in that as well. So.
Yep.
So, and he also did a bunch of things. He played the president on Justice League Unlimited. He voiced it, and some other things I can't remember. But just want to pay a little tribute to Robert Forster.
For sure. Yeah, for sure.
One of the the best things I think to come out of Twin Peaks: The Return. So
I think so. It was a surprise we didn't know we wanted.
Yeah, exactly. On paper, it didn't sound like a great idea, but Robert Forster made it work, people. So.
He sure did.
Yeah. All right. So rest in peace, Robert Forster, and obviously all our condolences to his family.
Absolutely.
Right. And his fans. All right.
Yeah,
Okay.
for sure.
All right. So let's get on to something a little more upbeat,
Okay.
obviously. But let's talk about The Return, Part 7. So this one um, obviously features Robert Forster. We get the return once again of David Lynch as Gordon Cole, Miguel Ferrer as Albert Rosenflower, Laura
So
Dern as Diane.
it's only going to be so upbeat
Yep,
with the amount of
it is,
people we've lost in this
but
episode. Yeah.
it does have our favorite Jerry Horne quote ever.
Yes, it does. I'm so excited
in this episode. So if you're a fan of Ghostwood, you know the one we're talking about. You should. If you're
you know it, you love it.
You know
yep.
it,
and
you can't live without it. And
the best line ever spoken by a shoe in any film, television, anything.
Well, it wasn't that one.
I know, but I'm saying in addition to.
Oh, in addition to, yes.
Yeah.
You
greatest.
You do the foot very well. So
I'm a big fan of the foot.
You are the best Jerry's foot impersonator that I know.
Oh, thank you. I know that's kind of an easy task.
Yes.
Because I'm sure people aren't banging down your door to give you their Jerry Horne's foot impression, but still, I'll take the compliment.
But you're right up there. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
We also get the return of Walter Olkewicz as Jean-Michel Renault.
Jean-Michel, yes.
Which of course means we have the infamous sweeping scene.
We're going to listen to 20 minutes of sweeping and green onions.
We get the return of Ike the Spike, Christoph Zajic-Denek as Ike the Spike Statler. Yep. George Griffith is back as Ray Monroe. Alina Satine is back as Rhonda. Jane Addams is Constance Talbot, the future Mrs. Albert Rosenfeld. So
I hope so. Yeah.
That's
how it is in my fan fiction. So
yeah, we get the return of the Fusco brothers.
Oh, yes.
So they're back. Colonel Davis, Ernie Hudson's back as Colonel Davis. Adele Renee as Lieutenant Cynthia Knox. And let's see, Ashley Judd is back as Beverly Page. And we get to meet her husband, Hugh Dillon, as Tom Page, who is a supreme Debbie Downer.
Yeah, we meet him in whatever capacity that can possibly be.
Yep. We have an actress named Stephanie Lynn as Soccer Mom, who gives one of our favorite quotes from Twin Peaks: The Return, involving a certain Douglas Jones.
Yep.
And we have a quick cameo by Riley Lynch. You know that guy from Trouble? Well, he's back as Bing at the end of the episode.
Nice.
Yeah. Who's looking for Billy. Can't find him.
Here's to Billy.
So, and real quick, a little bit of trivia. That infamous floor sweeping scene. Surprise, not in the script.
Oh,
so that
really?
So surprise, David Lynch just came up with that, probably to fill some time.
Well,
yeah.
It's...
Of all the things he could have done to fill time, that's what we get.
That's what it's like closing up a restaurant, though. I'll say that.
Oh, I agree.
A lot of sweeping.
Yep. As I've told Xan, my parents
owned
and operated a 24-hour restaurant. We didn't close up, but obviously late at night or during those really slow periods, that's when, you actually clean. You try to take advantage of those slow breaks. And
yep. You're cleaning when you can clean.
That's basically what it feels like. So such excitement. I know.
I still wish your parents owned that just so we could go in there and I could just say, "Are you talking about that little girl that got murdered?" I just want to say that at the diner someday and not get thrown out. But I would say it quietly.
We could do it. We could do that at IHOP.
We could go to I don't know, the Chef in It or something like that. Sit at the counter and just be like, "Are you talking about that little girl that got murdered?"
Yeah, like that guy at the Fire Walk with Me. Yeah.
Or somebody might start talking about Casey Anthony or something like that. That would actually make sense, and that would be amazing. Oh, I'm so tasteless. It's terrible. Anyway.
Yeah. Well, that's why we love you.
Oh, thank you, Charles. So should we start this episode before I make more bad jokes?
Well, if we start the episode, we probably will make more bad jokes. So go figure.
All right. That works.
All right. So let me get my secondary earbuds in. right. That's a lot of
All right,
noise. A lot of noise for all that.
Charles is ready though.
All right, I was born ready. All right, so
he's not going to miss anything.
Nope. I want to hear. I definitely want to hear Jerry.
Oh heck yeah!
So that's a must.
I don't know where my car is.
And Soccer Mom. So
yes.
So for all of you playing the home game, as we do our commentaries once again, we are at the 1 minute 32 minute mark, the black screen of death, where it's just after the Black Lodge, the spinning chevron floor fades to black. That's where we are. So if you're ready,
it's dark.
So if you have everything queued up by now, or if you don't, you can pause it and then come back. Hi, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back. Hope you missed us. And we'll do this in 3, 2, 1. Doink.
Play. Bloop.
Bloop. All right, great. There's our man, Jerry Horne.
Right into it, and he's
tripping balls.
Oh my goodness! Yeah, that is some premium. Horne family.
Premium S right there.
Yeah, premium Horne family Kush right there. And we've talked before that David Patrick Kelly is excellent with playing the crazies.
Yes.
And this is, oh God.
And now he's settled into it now that he's older, playing the old crazy guys.
Well, and I love how he is so like Pacific Northwest hipster.
Right.
You know, with his knit hat and his bushy beard. I love it.
I want to know is how do they get such great cell reception in the middle of Ghostwood?
Well, that's the thing. I mean, he owns the forest, so he's probably got towers.
I was going to say, are there cell phone towers? We don't know.
He's probably got towers all up in that forest. That's the thing. That's why nobody's seen the Black Lodge for 30 years, because the cell tower is causing interference.
Oh, okay.
That's my theory.
Good theory.
You know, if you're going hiking, Jerry, I suggest you put a cover on your phone. Because if you drop that thing, it's just going to shatter.
I mean, it's like the thickness of a credit card.
Yes!
I think I'm high. Oh, got to do it.
I think I'm high!
I don't know where I am. I don't know where my car is.
I was dying the first time I saw this.
Oh, this was fantastic. This was fantastic.
Like, just
I got to say something right here, though.
Rolling out of my chair at this.
Oh, so great. Older Benjamin Horne?
Yes.
Looks a lot like older Letterman.
This is true.
Yeah.
This is true.
Yeah.
I'll give you points for that, because yes, he does.
I think he looks a lot like Letterman.
Before he grew out that like mountain man beard.
Before he has the Pacific Northwest bushy beard. Yeah. I love that he's got the bushy beard, but he still has the Letterman short hair. I think it's adorable.
Yeah.
So I was going to make
it's like a reverse mullet.
I was going to make a bad Letterman joke, but I probably should leave that out because I love Letterman. But no, I'm going to make it anyway, because you know what? If you get married, you say you're not going to have sex with other women, you should not do that. So I was just going to say that Letterman and Benjamin Horne probably the same amount of adultery.
Probably. So you're saying David Letterman has like a secret one-eyed Jacks operation on the side?
Well, you know, do you remember that thing where he was about to get blackmailed?
This is true.
Remember that? He was about to get blackmailed, and then so he just came forward and said, all right, I'm not going to pay anybody money. I'm going to face the music. So good on you, Letterman, for facing up to your bad choices. I am proud of him for that. And blackmailers, there's a special place in hell for them.
Pretty much.
Because, you know,
well,
I understand that it's Letterman, but, you know, that's somebody's dad, okay?
Yeah.
Just leave it out. Harry doesn't need this crap.
It was a great example of how to deal with blackmailers.
Exactly. Yep. Exactly.
All right. So, obviously, we have the late, great Robert Forster in this scene.
Yep. I know it isn't Bob, and I know who it is.
Yeah, they're reading, obviously, the missing diary pages that Hawk found in the bathroom stall last time when he told Chad to use the ladies' room.
Use the ladies' room, Chad. It was my father who killed me. So, yep. When do you think he hid these? I don't know, the 90s?
Last time the show was on the air, maybe?
Xan was in high school. I think Charles was in college. I don't know.
Yep.
Let's ask them. They probably know. Oh, yeah. The murder of Jacques Renault.
Jacques Renault.
Everybody happy.
Everybody happy. So why did anybody worry about Renault murders? Because sooner or later, there's going to be another Renault that turns up out of nowhere as a replacement.
And that's what I mean. Cops at the Roadhouse, like, well, they probably are. Chad's probably at the Roadhouse all the time, supposedly checking around for any drugs coming in from Canada. But we all know that Chad is helping that process.
Right, exactly. He helps the muling process across the border.
Yep, he sure does. You know, I'm gonna go ahead and say it that I do hate Cancer more than I hate Chad, but I hate Chad a lot.
Yeah. Chad ranks up there with Cancer. Which shows you how much we love Chad.
Yeah. Chad's up there for sure. He needs to just be eradicated from the planet.
Pretty much.
So we're figuring out.
We need some kind of chemotherapy for Chad.
Yeah, we're figuring out that the good Cooper is in the lodge and can't leave. So that Cooper that we saw is not the good Cooper, which means.
So here's the really heartbreaking moment.
Yeah.
Where
we're figuring
Harry is. So Frank is calling Harry to
and
talk
Harry's got bad news.
To tell him about that Harry has cancer.
Yep.
And then Robert Forster dies of brain cancer.
This is kind of us.
Yeah.
Learning about Robert Forster.
Right.
Damn.
I'm sorry, Frank.
So yeah, so we're starting to figure out that Evil Cooper is Audrey Horne's rapist.
Yes.
This is
where we start connecting the dots. Yes. Because if you remember, when we first watched this, I had that theory, and you were not a fan of that theory because you didn't want it to turn out to be true.
I'm not saying I thought you were wrong. I'm saying you were probably right, and I was really, really, really upset about it.
Right. You were hoping it wasn't. I told you that I hoped that I was wrong, but I had a feeling I wasn't, and sure enough, I was right.
Speaking of rapists.
Yeah.
Speaking of Cooper's rape of Audrey Horne.
Right. So apparently Andy's doing the background investigation on the truck that hit that poor kid.
Yep.
Ran right through him like a tissue paper.
Oh, that was horrible.
Horrible, yes. And
yeah, just get out of my house. I can't have Richard see that I'm talking to you.
So he tracks down the truck, and apparently it belongs to this guy.
To this guy, yes.
But apparently this guy cannot tell him what's going on and tells him to come back at 4:30 and tells him to, just trust me.
Yeah, this is not good. This is bad. It's very bad for me.
Now, why?
If I were this guy, I would
Andy
just go with.
I have no idea.
I would just go with Andy. If I were this guy, I'd be like, yeah, you need to help me, and you need to help me right now, because he's gonna kill me if I tell you anything.
If I was Andy, why didn't he just put him in the police cruiser and drive him to the station?
Because Andy believes that there's good in humanity.
Yeah.
Poor Andy. He's so naive.
To a fault. Yeah.
So Doc Hayward.
Doc Hayward. So, hey, you know what Skype is, Doc?
That's so gross. Yeah. This is Mueller's eczema on the Skype. Never had to get out of my chair. Yeah, it
seems glitchy.
And here we get to see.
Now, I am envious as hell over Frank's setup here at his desk.
What kind of
like this computer screen pops out of his desk, and I'm like,
what the
what?
What kind of Maxwell Smart awesomeness is that, right? Some sort of secret agent crap. And all old men, he just types with 2 fingers.
Yeah, exactly. Oh no, Skype update.
Doc Hayward.
Doc Hayward.
Awesome.
Now you notice he didn't ask for Doc Hayward's Skype handle to find him.
He did Middlebury Duck.
Oh no, that's right. I'm sorry. Yeah, I must have missed that part. Yes.
Middlebury Duck got trout.
Got it. Yes. So credit to Warren Frost for doing
Late great
reprising.
Warren Frost.
Yep. Obviously, the father of
Mark Frost.
Mark Frost. Yes, and Scott Frost, I believe. Right?
Is there a Scott Frost?
Yeah, Scott Frost is the isn't that the brother, Mark's brother?
Off the top of my head, I don't remember for sure.
Yeah, because he's the guy that wrote. Wasn't he the guy that wrote the autobiography of Dale Cooper?
Oh yeah, maybe. That's downstairs. I can't find out though.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, here we have him leaving the hospital and not talking to Doc Hayward. Just turning around and walking out, not even giving. What's he doing in intensive care? Yeah, what is he doing in intensive care? Yeah, he was looking in on Audrey Horne. Yeah. Jerk face.
So here we go.
However, I will say that this was an excellent moment for me. Yep. This is the first time I found out that Audrey's still alive.
Right.
Or that Audrey survived the bank explosion.
Yep.
And
we were really glad that they mentioned that.
Yeah, that made me extremely happy.
Yeah, because by this point in the series, you were frustrated as hell, as I recall, because they hadn't done anything about Audrey.
That is probably my second favorite Groucho Marx joke.
Yes, that's
a great one. Pajamas, I'll never know.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, right out of it, and that's in the movie Animal Crackers. For those wondering.
Heck yeah, it is.
One of my favorite all-time movies because I'm a huge Marx Brothers fan.
That one is up there for me, and then Night of the Opera. It's probably one or the other of those is my favorite. Probably.
Not Duck Soup.
I love Duck Soup.
Yeah.
I love Duck Soup, but I love the satire on high society culture that goes along with Night at the Opera. So, and Kitty Carlisle is always awesome.
So here we go.
Buckhorn.
Buckhorn, South Dakota.
We're back in Buckhorn. Oh my God! Organize your folders on your computer desktop.
Right.
Drives me crazy.
He's one of those guys that just has way too many desktop icons.
Yep. And they're just all over the place. Yeah. So yeah, basically the hit on Major Briggs' fingerprints has caused all kinds of interest from all parts of the military.
Exactly, especially the U.S. Air Force.
Yep. Lifted him from a body. Like the hand of the body.
There's a body?
There's a body, all right.
There's a body, all right. Hey, that's a catchy episode.
I think I've heard that somewhere before.
Hi, Constance.
Yep.
Ready for another stand-up routine here in the morgue.
Always. Where's the rest of him? Yeah, we don't know.
We have
no idea.
Aren't you the cops? Shouldn't you be finding this out?
Well, we found a body and a head. They just didn't belong to each other. The real question is, where's the rest of her?
Yeah.
Got her head, but we have his body. We have more of him than we have of her.
So here's a good question. What the hell happened to the Major's feet? Because they look nasty as hell.
Well, he's been in that freezer for a while.
That's true. But
just collecting blood.
Like he's been running through ash or something.
Yeah. This guy died
maybe he was out
25 years ago, and you're saying he died 6 days ago. All right. Well, he's been floating out in space, a la Henry Spencer.
Yep, exactly. The sideways head.
Yep. It's not just Prince. It's the body.
It's not Prince. It's Michael Jackson. Oh.
I'm going to have to stand up from behind this desk, aren't I?
I guess I should put on pants first.
Yeah. I would think that's probably a good idea.
I'm Colonel Davis. I'm so important, I don't need a first name.
You got to be in full dress blues for this one, right. Colonel.
The wrong age?
The wrong age, yeah. He died a few days ago. He should have died 20 years ago.
Have you checked Heads Are Us?
Yeah, seriously, it's like
Severed Heads Are Us.
I'm like more concerned as to where the heck her body is, because
Right.
It's like we found 90% of him and 10% of her.
Yeah, you notice that nobody's concerned about her. Everybody's just like okay, his head or his body, her head was on his body, but nobody gives a crap about where her body is.
Okay, good. When you see that, you need to run.
Yeah. There's a woodsman behind you. Look out behind
There's a woodsman.
you.
Yeah. This is the police. We are closed. But look out behind you.
What in the world can that be?
Yeah, this is not good.
I should have stayed with the Ghostbusters.
This job is definitely not worth $11,500 a year.
I love this town.
If there's a steady paycheck in it, I'll believe anything you say.
Man whistling. Oh, gee, I wonder who that could be.
Oh, look who that is. Gordon, that can't be doing your psyche any good to sit in front of...
That's a great gift, by the way.
Yeah, that is a good one.
But if you think about it, every day he looks at that atomic bomb explosion.
I was just going to say, it can't be good on his psyche to look at that...
No.
To look at that...
obviously, it's a reminder. So the question is, how much does he know about the origin? Because why would he have that on his wall?
See, that's the thing about Gordon and Blue Rose and all this crap. I mean, there's more...
How plugged in is he to this whole mystery?
There's more here than meets the eye.
I want the Blue Rose case on Gordon Cole.
Seriously, there's a lot of French hookers in that story.
Yes, there are.
That's all I'm saying.
And Monica Bellucci.
Uh-huh.
Is it? Say please. Pretty please. With sugar on top.
Please. Clean the effing car.
It's like you heard me, old man. Like I'm not falling for your like hearing aid BS today.
Yeah, no, this is not.
Oh, better make sure you have coffee ready.
Seriously. Still, all the furniture.
Candygram.
I want all the furniture.
I just want their flooring.
Oh, yeah, all of it. The whole thing.
Yeah.
And her robe would be great. I'll just take that.
Nice place you've got. Lots of space.
Lots of space. Just you? Good. Look at all the junk food.
This won't take long. F you, Gordon. F you, Albert. Bye, everybody.
F you, Albert. Get off my awesome sofa.
Except the one in my mouth.
Yep. Yeah. Gordon Cole gave it up, but
yeah.
David Lynch sure didn't.
Nope. How David Lynch does not have lung cancer, I have no idea.
Well, whatever it is, I hope it, I hope he stays alive for the next 18 decades.
Maybe the cigarettes are what's keeping him alive.
That's the tar is the only thing keeping him together.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Tar and coffee. That's it.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's what fuels him. It may require a slight change of attitude on your part.
Yeah, a little bit. Oh my gosh. No, seriously, I want that sofa. I want to know where they got it, and I want it in my house right now. It would match all my other stuff.
It looks very comfy.
It just looks so cool.
It looks like one of those that you want to spread, sprawl all the way out on, and then binge watch something. on TV.
Yeah, I seriously want to know where the
and hot.
Yeah, where the furniture store is, where David Lynch buys all the furniture from for his shows, and I want all of the furniture. We got a few places like that around here. I'll have to start haunting them more often.
So we've established that David Lynch is really good at finding musical acts, gorgeous women, and great furniture.
Yeah, pretty much.
Now, do I have that right?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
That's his skill. That's his skill set.
Yep. A skill. Yeah. Great furniture, gorgeous women, green eyeshadow. Green eyeshadow and red lipstick. He loves that.
Yep.
That's his deal. Oh my goodness.
And speaking a little French.
Makes you want to speak a little French.
Now, do we want to talk about how eco-unfriendly this whole Learjet thing is?
Exactly how are you able to smoke on a plane, any plane, even a private jet?
Well, I'm guessing you're not supposed to, but Diane obviously doesn't give two Fs.
Well, if it's gonna help us find Cooper, Diane can do whatever the hell she wants.
Right. Although, as we know, it's not Diane.
Well, it's not me. It's not me.
It's not me.
All right. And now the FBI is clued in to the
Yep. And here's Tammy.
Mirror images of the.
And here's Tammy once again with her head down, doing her damn job.
Yep, pretty much.
Getting it
done.
To
reverse the print.
Reverse the polarity in the neutron flow.
Good job, Tammy. Good work, Tammy.
You're in the secret club. Now do the hokey pokey. Turn yourself about. That's what it's all about.
To see you again, old friend. Uh-huh.
All right.
Okay, do I really want this job?
Did he just fill up my hands?
Take a little bit.
Yeah. It's kind of pervy.
I love this photo of Cooper. I want that to be postcards, and I want to send them out as Christmas cards.
Dale Cooper as Miami Vice.
Yeah. Do 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 do. Yeah, Cooper.
I wonder if I should trade my white wig in for a red one.
I think you should, and I think you should soon. All right.
Laying the law.
That blouse has got to be difficult to get in.
Yeah.
That's all
right?
Yep. It's got a zip, and she probably.
FU Tammy.
Oh, see, now she's in. She's in the club.
She's in the FU club.
Yeah, she's in the. That's all it takes is you gotta get the. You gotta get crap from Diane. Yeah, see that I don't know if that zips or if that hooks, but she's got to get help putting that thing on. Is all I'm saying.
It's like a big wrap.
Just doesn't look comfortable.
No.
I mean, she looks good in it. It just doesn't look comfortable. That's where I'm at.
It kind of looks like if you took it off, you would rip it to hell.
Yeah.
Now I love the lighting in this scene. Right.
Yeah,
here.
This is incredible.
That black background, but that big light on her.
This is something I keep meaning to look this up. But is he wearing like false teeth when he's Doppelganger Cooper?
I think
because he
so.
sounds funny. Yeah, he sounds funny. When did we last after we did it?
Or like some kind of appliance.
Something, yeah.
Yeah.
Something's
off there.
Yeah, something's weird.
I don't think it's dentures.
No, I don't think it's dentures. I'm just wondering if it's some sort of. Yeah. I wonder if it's some sort of false, cover for teeth, so it looks like.
So that makes them look a little grungy, yeah.
Yeah, so they look gross.
Like he hasn't brushed his teeth in 25 years.
25 years, yeah, exactly. Oh, we did it, and you know it.
That's right.
When the twilight has gone. Oh wait, it's a little early.
Yeah, that's next time. So here we're establishing that, hey, Mr. C is a skeevy rapist.
Yeah, pretty much.
Are you?
Yeah, she knows it's not him.
Now,
who are you really?
Now, isn't that a lot like, when Laura says that?
Yeah, who are you really? Yep. Yeah, you don't want to know the answer to that question. That's all I'm saying.
Don't you effing look at me.
Baby wants to F.
In the contrast, his skin is dark, the lighting is dark, and then hers.
His hair's dark. Yeah.
Hers is that black. It's that black and white contrast that Lynch loves.
We've got nothing here yet to.
With a little red thrown in, if you notice.
Yeah, with a little bit of red. Yeah, we've got nothing here to let us on to the fact that this is not really Diane, because everything that they're talking about their relationship and how things went the last time she saw him.
And everything.
All of that.
Everything makes sense because it would explain why she distanced herself, why she quit the FBI, that whole thing.
Exactly. Or until Mr. Strawberry tells you to let him go.
Mr. Strawberry?
Looking for Mr. Strawberry. Are you telling me, Leo Johnson, are you telling me there's no Mr. Strawberry? Gordon, come over here.
And Diane is visibly freaked out here.
She's visibly upset, yeah.
So there's no reason to think she's not what she appears to be at this point.
Right, there's absolutely no reason to think that. Absolutely no reason. It isn't time passing or how he looks different, basically. There's something in here.
If there's one thing that Laura Dern is really good at, you guys, it's looking like she's on the verge of an emotional breakdown.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Laura Dern's fantastic.
Like all the way back to Blue Velvet.
Yeah, and she's good at going down with the ship like a good captain should.
Right. Exactly.
That's all I'm saying.
Yep. If you watched The Last Jedi.
I gotta wait 2 months and I'm tired of it. Tired of waiting.
I'm hoping she's still alive.
That would be nice.
Holdo. I'm holding out hope for Holdo.
Hope for hashtag hope for Holdo.
Hold out hope for Holdo.
Yep, there we go. That's easy for you to say.
No kidding, right?
Yeah, seriously, that's a tongue twister right there. Did you steal that booze from the airplane? You're supposed to drink it on the plane.
Do we have any left?
Maybe that's what I'll do for Halloween. I'll just paint my nails like that and say, "Hey, I'm Diane. Nice to meet you." I'll get a pink fuzzy bathrobe.
Yeah.
And a red wig and paint my nails like that, and then boom, Halloween costume.
And get a bunch of those little airplane bottles.
And a bunch of little bottles of vodka. This is a fantastic idea. I don't see any problems here.
That would be fantastic.
I
would love that.
Yeah.
If you do that, you have to post pics if you do that.
You know what I would have to do, though?
What?
Go to a Halloween store and buy a wig, and I do not want to do that right now.
Why not? Because it's just
have you been to a Halloween store the week of Halloween?
I'm sure it's insane, yes.
It's like Black Friday levels of crazy.
But there are so many Halloween stores. I can't imagine.
I know, that's true.
They can't all be crazy.
I think I told you there was a year that Chris and I went as Akbar and Jeff for Halloween.
Yes.
And the reason was we were at the Halloween store and they had fezzes. And I said, let's buy 2 of these. We'll dress exactly the same. We'll wear "Hello, my name is" badges, Akbar and Jeff, and we'll be Akbar and Jeff for Halloween.
Nice.
And Chris said to me, if I say yes, can we leave this store now? I said, yep. He's like, then let's do it. I want to get the hell out of here.
That's nice.
It was pretty bad.
It's like Ghostwood here.
Are we back in the mountains?
It's like Ghostwood here.
What are you looking for, Harry?
You mean Andy?
Oh yeah, Andy. I don't know where my brain is.
It's okay. Hopefully,
sorry.
Hopefully on the podcast.
That's for the blooper reel. I call the character by their
Burp. Marker.
It's Harry and Kimmy, not Andy and Lucy, who, by the way, are an on-screen couple that I think should be a real couple in real life.
I totally agree.
There's a few times. Yeah, there are a few times that has happened to me.
They seem so perfectly matched.
Yeah. I think that Harry Gause and Kimmy Robertson should be a couple in real life. And I think that J.K. Simmons and Allison Janney should be a couple in real life. I think they look like they go together really well.
So what you're saying is that Allison Janney should be like Mrs. J. Jonah Jameson.
Well,
that's not real life. I know that, but yeah.
I want them to be the characters they are in Juno, basically.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Where she has a nail salon and raises Weimaraners, and he fixes HVACs.
Yes.
I think that'd be so awesome. Hey, Dad, either I just peed my pants or.
Yep.
Or.
I love that movie.
That movie's so amazing.
It's a good movie.
It's so good.
So I'm going to have a little sit down with the warden.
Football's empty. I'm looking for Mr. Strawberry.
So if he wasn't enough of an asshole, he killed a dog and cut its legs off.
Yeah, that's the thing. I'd be okay if you just shot him right here, Warden.
Yeah.
He doesn't really need this body.
Turn off all the cameras like you did, and cameras are off. Just shoot him.
Yeah, we don't need this body. Yeah, I think he has something on his teeth.
I think so.
Because his teeth look really gross.
I think it's some kind of appliance.
Yeah, something to just make him look gross. But
kind of like when you put in novelty teeth.
Yeah, like like Austin Powers teeth or something.
Yeah,
like that.
exactly. Only this time it's just kind of make them look gross.
I want a car. Something big that gets really shitty gas mileage.
Nice. And a friend in the glove compartment.
And I want to recount. No matter how it turns out, I want my old job back.
I want to rock and roll all night and party every day.
Xan just watched RoboCop.
Featuring, surprise, Miguel Ferrer.
Featuring Miguel Ferrer, yep. And Ray Wise.
Yes, exactly right.
A lot of Twin Peaks action in RoboCop, so when I talk about it on the podcast, it makes sense.
See? It's justified. We have to cover it on the podcast.
Yeah.
It's two big Twin Peaks actors in it. It counts.
Heck yeah, we do. Big deal, Twin Peaks actors. Oh, back to the land of Pennywise, a.k.a. Las Vegas.
Nice. Viva Las Vegas.
Janie E. and her Grand Wagoneer.
We can't get enough of this statue, apparently.
No, we can't. We really can't. So have you figured me out yet? Could you maybe not do that? Because I'm going to have to try and kill you.
That's a really boring screensaver, by the way.
Well, most companies, they won't let you download your own.
Right. If you at least do Mystify or something.
Otherwise, we'd all have the flying toasters. I miss the flying toasters. I mean, screensavers are kind of like not necessary anymore.
Right.
But, I miss the flying toasters. Janie E., your car door's open. So what were you and Bushnell talking about? Do you know, does he like me?
Do you like it? Check this box, yes or no?
Yeah, do you press this button? Yeah. See, I'm not sure what he's doing, but he's
vandalism.
He's trying to figure something out.
He's trying to be the next Ike the Spike, I guess. I don't know.
Well, you're going to need a new Ike the Spike here by the end of this episode.
True.
Yeah, we're going to start to run out of Ike the Spikes. Oh, I'm Tom Sizemore, so I need to not be anywhere near the cops.
I need to check on something now. Bye.
I better go check on the car.
I think I left fish in the microwave.
Yeah, seriously. Oh, is that?
Because he's fish in the microwave guy.
Totally. Is that my ramen? I think I just heard it ding. I gotta go. Bye.
Ding.
Hey, Dodd. Yeah, he just took off in your car, Sheriff.
You just stole Janie E's car because she left the damn door open.
Because she left the damn door open. All right, Keckner.
Oh. It's an invasion of Fuscos.
Yep.
What do you call like a group of Fuscos? Like a swarm?
A gaggle, I think.
A gaggle of Fuscos.
Yeah, gaggle of Fuscos.
Yep.
For those of you who are fans of The Office, nice. We have Todd Packer here.
Right.
David Keckner. I don't know where my car is. Nobody knows where their car is in this show.
I know. Have I told you that I know Ron Burgundy?
That's going to impress most people. Why don't you go back to your home on Whore Island?
Whips out the notepad.
That is hands down my favorite line from the Anchorman series.
Right.
Go back to your home on Whore Island.
A lot of people have that line.
That one's
mine's the glass case of emotion.
That's a good one too. And of course, Scotchy Scotch Scotch.
Yes.
Is a classic. He doesn't know where his car is, and when you find it, we really kind of don't want it back.
It's kind of a sad state of affairs when Janie E is smarter than the cops.
Well, Janie E's pretty smart.
She is pretty smart.
You know, she's figured out a way.
A lot of people underestimate her.
He comes home with $425, and she finds a way to keep $400,000 of that, even though she owes a bunch of money to people.
Right. She negotiates with her blackmailers.
Yeah, and live to tell about it.
Right.
A previously owned.
Tough lady.
I want to know who came up with the term previously owned, because that's brilliant.
Yeah.
You know?
Some sleazy insurance guy, probably.
Or probably some sleazy used car dealer that was tired of being thought of as sleazy.
Right.
It's like, listen, if we change the name, people will think of us differently too.
Yeah. It's Kurt Russell in used cars.
It's totally Kurt Russell. Either that or it's Garrett Graham, you know. As long as it's not.
I have not thought about that movie in years, by the way.
As long as it's not a red car.
Yeah, it's not a red car. Yeah. So paint it first, and then.
Yep. Well, all cars are just gray cars, because that's what primer is, Charles.
Right.
Used cars, everybody.
Yeah, go check it out.
Go check it out.
Go back in the 80s and watch HBO a lot, and you'll find it.
Yeah, multiple fatalities.
Yeah. Why don't you lead with that?
Yeah, your car blew up and took a bunch of dumbasses with it.
I think you're burying the lead there.
Yeah, there's your answer, Fishbulb. Yeah. My son's home alone waiting for his supper, and my car is double parked downstairs with the door open.
Right. Now, do you have any other cases you want me to solve for you? No?
Yeah.
Okay.
Seriously. So,
and Dale Cooper, Kyle MacLachlan is in the scene going, do I really need to be here right now?
Yeah, am I even necessary? I'm gonna move like a cobra here in about 5 minutes, so I need to
limber up.
Yeah. Evening.
I gotta stretch so I don't pull some muscles.
Yep. Yeah, right. He hasn't even filed a claim yet. I have some questions about this file. So, were you playing Hangman?
Yep.
Or
The X-Files.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like Kyle MacLachlan was never in the X-Files, although David Duchovny was in Twin Peaks.
I feel cheated by that, by the way.
I think that should have happened.
Even in a movie or something.
I would have rather seen Kyle MacLachlan in the X-Files than in Showgirls.
Yep.
No, that's not true. He's naked in Showgirls.
Now, after season 2 ended, I thought it would have been brilliant if Mulder and Scully investigated Dale Cooper's disappearance.
That would have been interesting. Yeah, there's a little town.
Do a crossover, because It's totally in the X-Files wheelhouse. They all work for the
yeah.
FBI. Gordon Cole could have...
Uh-oh.
Oh, it's like the spike. Whoopsh! Karate chop.
See? Yeah, see, here's the thing. One more thing.
Squeeze his hand off.
Yeah, one more thing to get Cooper to remember who he is.
I freaked out so much when the arm just shows up out of nowhere.
Just shows up like little miniature arm down there.
And like he's all squeeze his hand off.
Squeeze his head off.
Yeah.
And I was just like, what the hell did we just watch?
Yeah, seriously.
Ducky Jones, he moved like a cobra.
Yeah, and where are the damn cops?
Right? Where's that security guard that was all around the statue when Dougie was looking at it?
I know. He's giving me a hard time for staring at a statue, but somebody comes at me with a gun and there's nobody.
Is he off shift? What's going on here? And they don't show up till dusk?
I know, right? And that was it, and then he just ran up.
Yeah, like I like how she says, I kicked him and punched him. Like, I did it. Me. Oh, here it comes.
He smelled funny.
Oh, no.
He moved like a cobra.
He moved like a cobra.
All I saw was a blur. Yeah, see, he pretty much did, like, wrench his hand off as much as he possibly could.
Oh, there's a little chunk of hand on him.
Oh, look, it's peanuts.
He had to squeeze it so hard that he left evidence.
Yep. It looks like silly putty.
Yeah.
Oh, the Great Northern.
It's like, Marmaduke, what are you doing on the back of this?
Yeah, where are you on the back of this guy's hand?
Don't you have any Spider-Man or Family Circus?
Silly pate. Livens up any party.
So here's one of our fun little unsolved mysteries. Where was that sound coming from? Oh, wait.
Nobody knows.
I think it's coming back from behind here. And
I think it's coming from the weird secret passageways that, Audrey goes through. And I think it's Audrey.
Yeah.
And I think Audrey's trying to come home.
And we were so hoping that Josie was behind that.
Oh, so hoping that it was
Because
Josie.
how great would that have been? Because Josie's still residing in the Black Lodge, her spirit trapped in there.
Well, that's the thing. She's in the
drawer knob, yeah.
Yeah, she's in the end table. She's not in the walls.
But I was hoping that they would go into room 315 and then she'd come right out of the drawer knob.
Or you just sort of see the doorknob just have a face in it, you know?
Right.
I would love that so much.
Or like you turn around and see her like face twist in the walls. That would have been awesome.
Yep.
Nope.
Ashley Judd, by the way.
Yeah.
Has the same birthday as me.
I did not know that.
Yep. Me, Ashley Judd, Hayden Christensen, and Tim Curry.
Interesting assortment.
Yeah, it's a good group.
So you got Robin Leffler, Anakin Skywalker, Dr. Frankenfurter.
Uh-huh. Yep.
And you.
Yep, it's a good group. I personally still think of him as Rooster, but
Yeah.
But yeah, Dr. Frankenfurter. Yeah, it's for sure his most famous role.
I still think of him as Long John Silver in
my God.
Muppet Treasure Island.
Heck yes, Muppet Treasure Island.
He's awesome in that movie.
I'm also a big fan of him as Auntie Whispers in Over the Garden Wall. He's wonderful. What is the deal with this key?
Room key.
That's an old one.
Meh. Brings back some memories.
Brings back some memories. Room 315.
At the Great Northern. Diane.
Wait a second. Non-smoking room, no tobacco smell. That's nice.
Clean place, reasonably priced.
It's what I need. Clean place, reasonably priced. It just proves it, Diane, that once a person leaves their own surroundings, they lose almost 100% of the control to control their surroundings.
Nice.
Who's Laura Palmer? God, where have you been?
Yeah. Oh, you mean?
Oh, just
Just this girl I had sex with.
Just some teenager that I turned into a hooker and had sex with multiple times, and then considered her a daughter more than my own daughter. Who, by the way, remember her? She's in a coma.
Yeah.
Let's not forget that Benjamin Horne is an ass.
Right.
Okay.
Right. Now, granted, he's not as bad as Richard.
Nobody is as bad as Richard.
Pretty much.
Yeah. It goes.
Well,
it goes like Richard.
No, Mr. C.
No. Richard's worse.
Richard's worse than his father.
Richard. Yes. I think so. I don't know. Okay. Yeah. No. All right. I'm gonna take that back. Yeah. Mr. C. Then Richard.
Right.
Then Leo.
Right.
Then Chad.
Right. I'm with you so far.
Then Mike. Then Mike Nelson.
Then Mike Nelson.
Then Mike Nelson. And well, no, Benjamin Horne and then Mike Nelson.
Yeah. There you go.
And Jerry Horne is in there, but he's more of a sleaze, you know.
Yeah,
I think he would have.
He's too baked now, so but yeah.
He would have gone to a whorehouse if his brother owned it or not.
Right.
That's the thing. He wasn't in it for the money. He was in it for the whores.
Right. And obviously the drugs.
Yeah. Totally the drugs and the brie and baguette sandwiches.
This is where Josie should have popped out. It would have been fantastic.
Right here, right, just right in that.
Such a wasted opportunity.
One of these would not.
Like you dive back in there, her thing twists, and you're like, oh my God, Josie. Nope, no sign of it.
That
wasted opportunity.
Aw.
So here's where things turn into a storyline we really don't care much about.
Well, it's not that we don't care. It's that, nothing really comes of it.
Right. It just kind of, it kind of dead ends the storyline.
But, you sort of feel...
It doesn't go anywhere.
You sort of feel for her.
Right. You kind of get a little bit more background into Beverly, yes.
Yeah, into Beverly for sure. I'm not going to lie to you.
That you could kind of understand why she's willing to cheat on her husband because of his condition, but still.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yep.
Aw.
Yep. Kind of brings everything to a screeching halt, including this podcast.
Well, just, why were you late? It's like, well, we haven't seen them kiss yet, so.
Right.
It's, Zorak things.
It's like, sorry, I've been here dying while you've been out gallivanting around with Richard or Benjamin Horne.
Well, you don't have anything pressing. Yeah. No, I have cancer. I'm never hungry.
Right. Or I ate, but then I threw it up.
Yeah, because this disease is insidious and horrific.
Yeah. Maybe you should put some cheerier lighting in here. Just saying.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, she's got a point there,
Yep.
They need insurance. Yeah, somebody's got to go out and make the bacon.
Exactly. She brings home the bacon.
Oh, here we go. Settle in for a long winter, kids.
Yep. All right. So if anybody wants to go out and get a snack right now, we would totally understand. If you as long as you come back, bring it.
Hit the 30-second button a few times. We don't mind.
I'll take a bologna sandwich if anybody's wondering.
With a little bit of brown mustard, that'd be great.
See, I want mine nice, just the bologna and the bread. That's all I want.
What? No mustard?
Nope. It ruins. If it was supposed to be there, it would have been there in the first place.
Okay. Well, the mustard cuts down on the butthole taste. That's all I'm saying. Yeah. Bologna isn't supposed to be a thing,
no,
Charles.
It's like a hot dog taste.
Yeah, I know. And it needs mustard.
No, it doesn't.
It's a vessel for mustard. Do you just eat hot dogs plain, just bun and hot dog?
Yep. And it works just fine.
Oh, my goodness.
Because I live on the edge, baby.
Uh-huh. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. At least he chose a good song.
He did choose a fantastic song, yeah.
Because I love the Booker T and the MGs. So
we've lost a few MGs over the last few years.
True.
But
now we talked about this the first time. How this guy is doing a really bad job at sweeping up the floor.
Well, honestly, Jean-Michel should really, for a place this big that obviously has peanuts to be shelled.
Yes.
He should have purchased a push broom.
Exactly.
Yeah. He's not doing a horrible job but he really should be,
Yeah, he could be doing it much more effectively and quicker.
He missed a couple of spots back there, but he's doing all right.
It's like, this scene is going to be over too quickly. We need to give him a smaller broom.
Give him a smaller broom. If he has a push broom, we only hear 1/10 of the song.
Exactly.
So, I will say that I do love the Miller High Life sign that has been retrofitted to just say beer on tap. I think that's awesome.
Yes, because obviously the outline is familiar. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, Roadhouse. I love how he answers the phone exactly like presumably his father. Is that? Tell me again who he is. I don't even remember who he is lineage-wise.
Yeah. I'm guessing. Yeah. Who knows? Brother. I'm guessing brother.
Brother or nephew or something.
Because there's like 5,000 Renault brothers.
See, and here they are, just right back into running drugs and horrors out of the Roadhouse.
Obviously, there was a lot of cold Canadian nights for Mama Renault.
Yeah, seriously. The Roadhouse has been owned by the Renault family for 57 years, and we've run whores out of it for 56 of those 57 years. And when I check an ID, damn it, I know it's a good ID. They're whores, pure and simple.
Whores.
Yeah, straight A whores. Yeah, because they're still in high school,
right.
Working at the damn perfume counter. Why Whore's department store is still allowed to have a perfume counter? I don't know.
Right. You think once that would have came out in the Twin Peaks Gazette, that whole thing would have been shut down. Nope.
Exactly.
Nope.
Exactly.
Because
see, the whole point of that scene
with Benjamin
is to
Horne,
let you know that
bigwig.
Yeah. The whole point of that scene is to let you know that nothing really has changed in Twin Peaks. Drugs are still coming in from Canada.
Right.
Whores are still being run out of the Roadhouse.
So essentially, the Twin Peaks Sheriff's Department is useless.
Well, yeah, a little bit. Well, either they're it's not that they're useless, it's that they're in on it. That's the problem.
Well, with Chad, yes, they are.
Yeah, with Chad, and there's other guys that are in on it too.
They're compromised.
Yeah. So
go toward the light.
Go toward the light.
All are welcome.
Go towards it, but don't go into it.
Come, Mr. C.
This prison is clean.
Nice. Very nice.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, nice beetle boots, Cooper.
Distant clanking.
They're just going to let him out of jail in the middle of the night.
Yep. In the cover of night.
The same day the FBI says don't do anything with these guys.
Right. It would have been hilarious if Gordon Cole had called up at this point going,
"What did I just say?" Yeah.
You know that we're watching you, right?
Or at least we should have been because we're the FBI.
Right. We should be surveilling you.
Yeah, seriously.
As part of an investigation. Hey, Ray.
Keys are in the car, and your
friend is in the
glove. It's in the glove box. All right, every time I see
shotgun.
Every time I see Cooper's little barrette holding his hair back, it just makes me hate him even more.
Right.
Yeah. Just driving away from the prison.
Nope. I feel pretty good about this.
Yeah, this will work.
This is good.
Yeah, this works for me.
Yeah, I'm sure I won't get into any kind of trouble for this whatsoever.
No, this is fine. Don't worry about it.
He's the meme of the dog sitting in the room that's on fire.
Yeah, on fire. Yeah.
This is fine.
He's totally that dog. Nice. All right.
It's like Ghostwood here.
It's like Ghostwood here. Oh.
Oh, now
I love this song.
Santo and Johnny doing Sleepwalk. And
has anybody seen Billy? Yeah,
No.
I haven't seen him either. Last time I saw him, he was dressed up like the Colonel, and he wasn't in this show.
Now, I prefer the Santo and Johnny version of Sleepwalk compared to the Shadows version of Sleepwalk. If you've ever heard...
I would agree. Yeah, I would agree.
I mean, the Shadows version is good in its own way, but I think...
Is that the one with lyrics?
No.
Okay.
No, it's different notes.
Okay.
So we didn't get a Roadhouse scene this time.
We got
Sweeping.
We got Santo and Johnny, and we got Booker T and the MGs.
Yeah. Now we told you we'd get you through that sweeping scene, everybody. So we did. We got you. We got through it together, and I think we should all be appreciative of that as a mutual bonding experience.
I think we should. I love this.
Let's take a moment to reflect on that.
I love this scene from like Norma's point of view. You know, she's in that back booth counting receipts and doing paperwork and stuff, and Heidi's there, and
Heidi got more screen time in the return than she ever did in the original show.
In this credit scene, she has more screen time than she ever did in the original show.
Right.
You know, and that includes her 8 seconds of a nosebleed in Fire Walk with Me.
Yeah. And she still doesn't get a last name.
Oh, she's just Heidi. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just Heidi.
It's pretty
Heidi,
great.
no name.
Oh, in memory of Warren Frost.
Yep. So that's our dedication for this time.
Yep.
Blue, blue, blue.
So much coffee.
Electricity.
All right.
And that's our episode, everybody.
That is our episode.
So, part 7 down. That means part 8 is coming.
That could only mean one thing. Part 8, kids.
Yep. So, what's your rating? What's your rating for this one?
Ow! My rating is I shouldn't sit like that because that just hurt my back really bad.
Your rating is ow, ow.
I'm gonna rate this one at 8.5 airplane bottles of vodka.
Very nice.
And the reason for my rating is we're getting one step closer to Cooper being Cooper, you know, because he moves like a cobra.
Right.
We are, and this one also opened up some storylines that got me interested in this series on a different level.
Okay.
And like, first of all, unfortunately, it ultimately doesn't really go anywhere, but the noise inside the Great Northern, you know, that really got me going with that. Mr. C is out, so we know some drama is about to happen. And we learn about Audrey still being alive and Cooper probably raping her. As much as I don't like that, it answers the question of how, first of all, I like the fact
Doppelganger.
Doppelganger, yes, Doppelganger Cooper.
Yes.
I like the fact that Audrey's still alive. And I like the fact that we're getting a backstory on Richard. Right. As horrible as it is, I like that we are explaining that. And for years, Charles, we talked about how it sort of felt like it was out of nowhere. The whole, my name is Annie, I've been with Dale and Laura, the good Dale is in the lodge and he can't leave. Writing your diary. That just sort of felt like some contractual obligation to have Heather Graham in the movie. But now it is so pivotal. We realize that was such a pivotal thing. Yeah. Yes, and I like that turned into something. So that's one thing I really like about this episode is that we learn that.
Excellent. Yeah, I'm totally in sync with you on this one. I also give it 8.5, but I'm going to give it in honor of Robert Forster. 8.5 Stetson cowboy hats.
That's a good one. Or you could do 8.5 badass computer setups.
Right.
Yeah, that is super badass.
Badass Skype setups.
And I love how it's still like, you know, it's still like a stick that he pulled. You know, it still looks like a, you know, hunting lodge. It's still like a hunting lodge motif, even though it's like this futuristic, James Bondy kind of a setup going on it. Yeah, it's still awesome.
Pops out of the desk. Yeah, that was pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah. I love it. Personally, one of my highlights is obviously Laura Dern as Diane, or who we think is Diane.
We think
talking with Mr. C, the way she reacts, and it really sells, intentionally, that everybody thinks she's Diane.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, like we said, there's nothing that's giving away the fact that she's not who she says she is.
Right. And then, obviously, Jerry in the Woods is a personal highlight.
Jerry in the Woods is fantastic. Yeah, this is not the Foot episode. I forgot that he's in the woods for, like, weeks.
Yeah, he wanders that for quite a while. This is his main story. His main story arc is to wander around Ghostwood Forest.
Pretty much.
That's it. So
and entertain us like Jerry always does.
And he does. He's very entertaining.
He is very entertaining.
I think next time, don't we get like Jerry next time we see Jerry, it's Jerry versus his foot.
Jerry versus the foot. Yep.
Yep.
I am not your foot.
You do that so well.
Thank you.
It's so adorable.
Thank you very much.
All right. So, everybody, we don't have any feedback this time.
Okay.
I'm sad to say.
Well, everybody's putting together their Halloween costume.
Yeah. But so hopefully we hear from you next time.
That'd be great.
Next episode, because it's part 8, you guys. Next time.
Part 8, y'all.
Got a light. So everybody needs to write in for that one, because this is a big one. I know. It's visually, it's so stunning. Probably one of the best things ever to happen out of Twin Peaks.
It's the greatest hour of television I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing, and we get the return, of course, the 9 Inch Nails.
The 9 Inch Nails, yep.
So that's fun. So lots to talk about. So we want to hear from you. So drop us a line at ghostwoodpodcast@gmail.com.
Gmail.
Ghostwoodpodcast@gmail.com, or on Twitter @GhostwoodCast. We'd love to hear from you there. Please like and follow us. Also, Ghostwood, the Twin Peaks podcast on Facebook. That would be fantastic as well.
Fantastic.
And Xan, where can they reach you on the interwebs?
Well, I am Udinax19 on the Twitter machine and on the Instagrams. And Xan Sprouse on the Facebook. And I'm around on the Facebook Ghostwood page. I know the second I saw that Robert Forster had passed, I was right on the Facebook page with sharing that sad news with the rest of us.
Yeah, it was pretty heartbreaking. So
yeah, that was a sad time.
Yeah, it's just like, damn it happened again. Every time, like, we have to report about another death.
It's so sad.
So,
I know. I hate doing it.
So if Twin Peaks actors could stop dying, that would be great.
That'd be great.
We'd definitely appreciate it, because we want to keep them all around, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
As for me, of course, @Charles Skaggs on Twitter, @Charles Skaggs on Instagram. Facebook, of course, Charles Skaggs in Hilliard, Ohio. And my blog of geeky things.
Damn good coffee. And hot.
Damn good coffee and hot. Where I talk about all the stuff we talk about here on Ghostwood. All kinds of comic book sci-fi news. News of my other podcasts they do for Southgate Media, including Deep Breath, Titan Talk, the Titans podcast they do with Jesse Jackson, where we're currently reviewing Titans Season 2. That's found on DC Universe. Getting a lot of traffic on this one. We're getting we got about 1,500 downloads.
Dang, you!
This month. Yeah, so thanks to everybody for that. So if you are into Titans, the Titans show, or you want to learn more about it, please check out our podcast. We definitely appreciate that. Also, Next Stop Everywhere, the Doctor Who podcast.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's a good one because, hey, in addition to yours truly talking with Jesse Jackson, a bunch of terrific special guest companions, we're going to feature the return of my co-host with the most here on Ghostwood, Xan Sprouse, making her more than welcome return to talk Terror of the Auton.
Heck yes, John Pertwee, Plastic People. I can't wait.
Yep. And dude getting eaten by a plastic chair.
See, it's the Autons. The Autons are scary, man.
Yep.
They're scary.
Exactly. They're very timely. And so that's going to be a lot of fun. And the first appearance of the Master. You can't forget that, of course.
Is that the first appearance of the Master?
That's the very first appearance of the Master.
I did not remember that was the first appearance of the Master. That's
Roger.
When
Joe, it's first appearance of Joe Grant. And
yes.
with and Katie Manning as Joe Grant, and Roger Delgado is the first Master.
That's right. See, the thing is, when you're like us,
yes,
and you were born, well, I was born in the 70s. You were born in the 60s, but you were born after barely, yeah, barely. And you were born after Doctor Who started, and you were born in the United States. Right. Watching Doctor Who was totally timey-wimey.
Pretty much, yes.
So, you know, as you see, so like
Skype got a little glitchy there.
Skype, but yeah, you see, you know what's going on because you've seen episodes, and then you go back and you're like, oh, is that the first? Yeah, because you don't necessarily watch them when your local PBS affiliate told you could watch them. So
exactly,
not necessarily
you took
in order.
Like, yeah, you didn't have a choice really. It was just more like, okay, what order does PBS want to air them this time?
Yeah, exactly. So.
Yeah. We were at the mercy. I can't begin to tell you how frustrating it was for me trying to get into Doctor Who and waiting for the next Doctor, only to have WVIZ out of Cleveland go all the way back to Tom Baker instead of going on to Colin Baker from Peter Davison over and over several times, and then going all the way back to John Pertwee. And then going through them, cycling through again, and then finally getting Colin Baker.
Pretty much.
But no Sylvester McCoy until we cycled through all the way again. So.
Yeah, I don't think we got Sylvester McCoy until I was like, at least here, we didn't get it until I was like late high school, early college.
Yeah.
So.
It was a big deal when we finally got to see William Hartnell and Patrick Troughton episodes.
And that's a big deal anyway, frankly.
Exactly.
Considering the issues they have with that, yeah.
How few of them survived, yeah, exactly.
Yep, we need all of those to just be animated.
Yeah, so
I would love that.
So yeah, so Xan's coming back to Next Stop Everywhere. It's going to be a lot of fun. If you enjoy us here, I'm sure you're going to enjoy us over there because it's just going to be same crap we do here on Ghostwood, only with Doctor Who. So how great is that?
Yep. That's what we're doing.
Our wonderful nonsense. So please check that out. It's going to be a lot of fun coming up. I believe, episode 159, I think. But it'll be coming up soon. So stay tuned for Terror of the Autons with Xan. And then the Phantom Zone podcast, we'll do that when we get back from Titans, finishing that up. Because we're going to talk Crisis on Infinite Earths in December. And that should be a lot of fun.
That works for me.
The big CW crossover. That's going to be a lot of fun.
That'll be super cool.
Exactly. And if you know any of the hundreds of cameos that are going to be in this storyline, it should be a lot of fun if you're a comics geek. All right. Everybody, next time, going to come back. Got a Light. Part 8. And not sure when we're going to do it, but we'll figure it out. Hopefully get that to you soon. Xan, anything else before we sign off?
No, that's about it. I think you covered it.
All right. So everybody, thanks so much for listening to Ghostwood. We really appreciate it.
Yes, thank you very much.
And everybody that's followed us on Facebook and Twitter, got a lot of Twitter followers lately. So thank you so much. Hope you guys are enjoying the podcast. And we'll see you next time right here, Ghostwood Twin Peaks Podcast. Goodbye, everybody.